And I'm very familiar with driving through fog to get home. One moment the road is clear and the visibility is perfect, and then bam, you're hit. No warning, no gentle drifting in, just a sudden wall of white where everything familiar just disappeared. When the road was clear, you had your high beams on, but now those high beams bounce straight back at you like a solid sheet of light. You can't see what's ahead. Turning your lights down helps a little, but only right in front of you. You were just traveling on a familiar road, one you take every morning and every evening, and suddenly you have no idea where you are. All the usual landmarks that are there, gone. And you find yourself asking, well, how did I get here? Everyone knows the feeling, not just on mountain roads, but in life. There are seasons when everything is going so smoothly and then something shifted, something unexpected, something disorienting, something that left you feeling like you were suddenly driving through a fog and you never saw it coming. For some, the fog may be grief. For others, it's a transition perhaps you didn't choose, a relationship strain, a health concern, even a financial weight, and yes, spiritual dryness, a prayer that seems to be unanswered, a calling that feels unclear, a next step you can't quite see. Fog comes in many forms, but it always does the same thing. It steals your sense of direction. And when that happens, our instinct is to turn on our high beams, to push harder, to figure it out ourselves, to force clarity. But high beams don't work in the fog. They only blind you more. Low beams, slow pace, baby steps. That's how you get through fog. And spiritually, it's the same. There are seasons when God doesn't give us the whole picture. He doesn't show us the full road ahead of us. He doesn't reveal even the next mile, only the next step. Not because he's withholding anything, but because he is guiding us. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths. That's Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Fog forces us to trust what we cannot see. Fog teaches us to listen more closely. Fog slows us down long enough to notice his presence. Fog reminds us that he is the one who sees the road ahead, even when we don't. Do you remember leaving something down at Christ's feet, giving up your fear that you were holding on to? Maybe you laid down a habit that was taking time away from him. Is what you laid down at Christ's feet as a sacrifice still there? Or did you pick it up again? Is that thing that you laid down, but instead of leaving it there, you picked it up and you're carrying it, and now that is the fog that you're bound down in? Don't you think it's time to lay it back down, and this time leave it at Christ's feet? Maybe you have something new to lay down. Where is your fog the thickest right now? Where do you feel disoriented? Where are you longing for clarity? Where are you tempted to turn on the high beams and push straight through? Because here's the truth. God is already in your fog. He is already guiding your steps. He is already lighting the path, even if it's only the next few feet. Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. It's Psalm 119, verse 105. When you feel unsure of the road ahead, take a look at Isaiah 42:16. I will lead the blind by a way they do not know. In paths they have not known. I will guide them. I will make darkness light before them and crooked places straight. You may be wondering if any of this will ever make sense. It will, but only if you lay down the reason that you are in your fog. Maybe your fog involves disobedience, places where we've resisted what the Lord has been asking of us. Maybe it's a sin we've allowed to settle into the corner of our hearts. Maybe it's something we've been carrying that we were never meant to carry alone. Scripture tells us that we are to examine ourselves, not to see if we are perfect, but to come to Christ honestly, with humility and a willingness to let Christ cleanse what we cannot. And like David prayed in Psalm 51:10, we can ask God to create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. That's how we need to come before God. Because when the fog lifts, and it will, we will look back and see His hand in every moment. We will see how He steadied us, how He protected us, He slowed us, and He led us through unfamiliar territory with a faithfulness we could not see at the time. Our fog will become part of our testimony. Our testimony will become part of someone else's hope, and God will get the glory for every step. Go slowly, my friend. Slowly. Low beams only, step by step, following God. Be blessed.